Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's kick this off. All
Yeah,
right.
but
So
you're orphan, but yet at least you have Christina now.
yeah,
That's
now
right.
I have help. So these are from the diamond training that happened Super Saturday
Mhm.
right before it. So the purpose of the leadership ladder, we've all seen the leadership ladder, and it's just really a guide to how you are growing your business. So to give you a path and like marking those rungs. So here is the breakdown on the benchmarks. So I would imagine that most of our team is on the business starter rung. So that means that you're a coach. Sometimes Emerald, you have about 100 of personal volume and your volume. And then if you're hitting Success Club every month, and then your paid rank as coach, which most our team is coaches, and then there's a couple Emeralds on the team. And then of course you go up to the team builder, which you're an Emerald or a Ruby, and then you have that 250 of volume. And then if some of your coaches are hitting Success Club, that also weighs into it. And then the weak leg is how much team volume is on your weak leg. And then a team leader is a diamond or above. But with all those, you have to be an active coach. And a lot of times what people don't realize is that being an active coach doesn't necessarily mean being on Shakeology. Home Direct, it could be any kind of volume as long as you have 50 personal volume points as just a coach. It moves up when you're a diamond. When you're a diamond. So to keep that discount and everything, make sure that you're getting that active status. So this is actually just from the Beachbody back office and how to climb that ladder. So basically it's hitting Success Club every month. That's one of the easiest ways to do it. And then to be inviting all the time, which is like co-hosting, doing those coach sneak peeks, or inviting somebody to a Super Saturday or something like that. Each month, our team has joined up with a couple other coaches to do a coach basics training. Every month, myself and Jolene Kaiser and Michelle Elam, we run a coach basics training. There's 3 calls. If you've never done it, it's pretty good. There's some homework and some tips and stuff how to continue to grow and add to your business. So everyone's big thing is to hit diamond. So that is where your business starts. I used to think that was crazy, but it is where your business grows. And once you hit that diamond mark, the key to diamond is just going emerald over and over again. If you think that way, then it's not so overwhelming as if like, oh my gosh, I have to hit diamond and I have to have this many people. If you just think of adding to your business 2 people a month, then it's not so overwhelming. And then that way you just think about going emerald and you focus on those 2 people that you add every month rather than trying to add 6 people in a month. So just take it person by person. And you'll find your leaders. You'll end up finding more people that are like you because like attracts like. So that's why a lot of people on our team are emerald kind of people. A lot of us are hygienists or health professionals because we like details and organization and things like that. So, but how do you get there? You have to set big goals for yourself. And it kind of is what we were talking about, switching it on and taking that bigger step and kind of stepping outside your comfort zone, which can be scary, but it's just about getting out of your own way and just thinking a different way. So just because people are a diamond doesn't necessarily mean that they're huge leaders. I've met a lot of coaches that are diamonds and they don't do anything with it. They may not be huge leaders within their team. But what is just your mentality and what you're going to do, because that rank, you could be a diamond and have amazing leadership and have tons of coaches under you and be a better leader than someone who's like a 5-star diamond. But those people who have the star diamonds underneath them, they are cultivating leaders, so that usually they are pretty good leaders. But what we really are masters of conversation. So that's where every day, if you are just starting conversations with people, that's where that your power hour comes into effect, and the power of 3. So inviting 3 people to maybe a free group, and then a paid group, and then inviting them to be a coach. And just talking to them, just starting the conversation, saying, how are you? What's new? Just being their friend, basically. And this is what I was talking about, that diamond doesn't necessarily mean leadership. But you definitely want to always be running a group. I've talked to several of my customers who said that their coach doesn't do anything, and they, just signed them up for a challenge pack, and then that was it, and they just kind of left them. That's why I always have a group going. And I took what we learned at Coach Camp last February, and I just have a continual group now. So if someone ever does fall off, they can still log back into my challenge tracker and jump back in and keep logging and maybe get that momentum going. So what does a CEO do? You are strategic, you plan. So if you don't have a plan, you're just kind of shooting in the dark. And so you want to map out your month week by week and think about how you want to run it. So for myself, a lot of times that first week of the month, I don't have my stuff together enough to run a group. And I know that about myself. So I have to run my free clean eating group on Tuesday, or not Tuesday, on the second week, because I'm not prepared the first week myself. Usually the first of the month, there's so much going on that I just forget about it, quite honestly. So I always run my clean eating the second week of the month, and then my paid group is usually the third week, and so people can get in that group. They can order the second week once they started the clean eating and see that it's not so hard. And then I invite them to my challenge group that'll start that next week and get them on their home direct, and we kind of go from there. And then every month I know that that's what's going on. So you want to be the person that they look for the behaviors, and you want to be able to model that. So they can look to you and say, okay, this is what she does. Maybe I should do it something like this, or put your own twist on how you run your stuff. But like my stuff was always, I try and center it around my family, my faith, and fitness. Those are the 3 most important things to me. So I'm not going to stray from that. I'm not going to randomly start promoting something else just because I might like it at the month. I might talk about it, but I'm not going to steer clear of my vision and where I ultimately want to be. So see what CEs don't do. Oh yeah, we don't wing it. You don't wing it. So every day, I like this one. Which is, now it's all that stuff. Your elite activities, you gain points for, Success Club, and then helping your coaches hit Success Club. So I don't wing it every day. I usually map out my day and have a follow-up conversation with the people I had yesterday. I have new people that I'm talking to. But every day I start in an order. I get up and I do my personal development. I post about my personal development. I have my shake, and then usually if I'm on work, I go to work, and then have something else, maybe posting about water or clean eating or something middle of the day. And then at night, I usually have my workout, so then I'll post about that. So there's always an order to it, and you can kind of expect that from me. And then, so it's just like that. You just have to have your own order and your own plan. So, and then with that, people are going to come to trust you, because if they know and can expect the same things all the time, or, you know, some sort of pattern, and they see you and you're being genuine and honest with them, then they're going to come to you and say, hey, you're that lady. I don't know how many times, it's kind of weird, but people say that to me. Like, you're that girl on Facebook. Yeah, I'm that girl on Facebook. That's so weird. But yes, thank you. I'm that girl. So every day, who are you talking to? You're talking to your coaches. So talking within the team page, that's not just for me. Yes, I created the team page, but I really hope everyone else would share within the page. That's what we're there for. We're there to help each other. Things that maybe you've had a conversation, someone said, no, I don't want to do this, or the money objection, or, you know, just talking to each other about how to handle objections that we all run into. Everyone runs into them. Of course, talking to your customers, your challengers, and then new people. Y'all can read that, yeah. So you're confident, you're driven by your vision, and this one is really big. You don't care about the haters, because the haters are going to hate no matter what. Someone is not going to like what you're doing, period, point blank. Somebody is not going to like it, and that's okay, because that has everything to do with them and not with you at all. It is all about how they feel. And maybe they don't like you. Not everyone's going to be like you. And at some point, you're going to have to be okay with that in your life. I've gotten to a point where if people don't like me, that's okay. That's fine. They can unfriend me. They can unlike me. They can unfollow me. And that's okay, because they're not my people. Your people are going to follow you no matter what. So when you get on the phone with someone, or you're on Facebook Messenger, you kind of have to put up this shield of armor. You know, listen to some pumped up jams, put on your turbo music, put on, you know, your favorite 90s rap or your country music or whatever gets you going, gets you happy. Have a tiny dance party for yourself, and then get online and then start talking to people. And know that no matter what they say, that whatever you're doing because it's your vision, because you want to help people, and that's your goal. And no matter what they say, then you can be okay with it. So I thought this was amazing. So this is a conversation actually that Jenny had. And it goes over, you can see a span of weeks that this goes over. And they're like, hey, I loved your salad. Can you tell me the recipe? Blah, blah, blah. And she invites them to a group. And she tells them about the price and all this stuff. And they go back and forth. And this girl keeps saying, well, how much is it? Let me talk to my husband. Let me talk to my husband. How many times have you heard you say, let me talk to my husband? So, I zoomed in. So then she says, hey, yeah, you know, it's weeks later. This started on July 25th. We're at August 10th now. She's like, yeah, thanks for checking in. Is it still 160 for bod with Shakeology? Yes, it's still 160 for bod. You know, they're talking about this. And so, you know, she says, I'm so glad you get to stay home and you get to be with your daughter. And she's like, yes, every day. She's so happy. And she reviews again. Yes, it's 160, yada, yada, yada. And then 5 days later, she says, I would still love you to join it. Like, she's still going, hey, please come join this. And then she said that she's sending out samples a couple days. We go from the 15th to the 28th. And she still hasn't said anything. So she says, hey, I'm going to send out samples what's your address so I can send you this? And she immediately responds back, yes, I'm so excited to try this before I order my own sample because it's a free sample. So then she finally says, yes, chocolate's my favorite, blah, blah, blah. So it is not until September 14th that this chick says yes, that she's in. We go from July 25th to September 14th that Jenny had been talking to this girl for this long, which I thought was amazing because this is legit. This is really what happens. You're going to have this back and forth conversation, but if you keep checking in with them, it knows, number one, that you care. Number two, you're not going to give up on them, and you're still in it yourself, and you haven't forgot about them. So it just takes time sometimes. It takes everyone time to commit to something because what you're talking to them about is a life change and not just a product. So sometimes that's really scary for people. And then that's just another example. So, for this, like, you just have to change your mindset to really grow and build your business, to have that CEO mindset. This is something I've taken away from Summit this year, Coach Camp, and some of the other trainings. Yes, you are a Beachbody coach, but that does not mean that you are Beachbody. You are a health and fitness coach of your own business. What they did was allowed you to be a business owner and have your own little package and a platform to share it on. Okay, so you are representative to the company, to the products. You are supposed to be, we are the product of the product. But you have the freedom to run your business however you wish, which is pretty amazing. If you could go and purchase like your own little Starbucks for $160, by the way, to do that with any other business would be hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars for something like Starbucks or McDonald's. But you have an ownership in a business where you don't have a lot of overhead. You can do whatever you want with it. You don't have to listen to their guidelines, or they're not barking at you to make a certain amount. So, and you can earn either extra money, build a business, or just have a discount from it. And you have the complete freedom of that. So it's whatever mindset you want to take because you are the CEO of that company. So you just need to go out and put on your armor and start having conversations with people, because that's it. That's the secret, is just being able to talk to other people and share what you really love, because we all love the products or we wouldn't be here. So I think that is it. Yeah, and we'll talk about that next time. So there we go. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm the only one here, so no.
Nope. Okay, well, I'm going to stop the video. There we go. Uh-oh, not that. We'll stop the screen share. Let's stop recording. Okay, thanks.